In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to find your Snowflake server name. Snowflake is a unique platform, and knowing precisely how to locate your server name can be particularly useful, especially when you're trying to connect different tools or configurations within your project. Let's break down the process to make it as straightforward as possible. First off, it's important to understand why you might need your Snowflake server name, often referred to as the host name. This can be essential when setting up connections in third-party tools or applications that need to communicate with your Snowflake account. The server name is a key piece of information that acts as an identifier within the larger structure of your Snowflake environment. Now, let's get started. For this process, you'll need access to either Snowsite or the classic worksheet. Both of these environments will allow you to run the necessary commands to retrieve your server name. If you're unsure where to start, make sure you're logged into your Snowflake account and have the permissions needed to execute queries. Once you're in the appropriate worksheet environment, you'll be running a specific SQL command. Don't worry if SQL isn't your strong suit. This command is pretty straightforward. The command you need to enter is as follows. Select current organization name. Current account name as account ID. What this SQL statement does is retrieve information directly tied to your organization and account in Snowflake. By combining the current organization name with your account name, the query produces what's known as the account identifier, which doubles as the server's host name. Go ahead and type or paste that command into your worksheet and execute it. Execution can be done by pressing the appropriate button in your interface, often labeled as Run or Execute, depending on the version you're using. Give it a moment and you'll see the results displayed, typically in a tabular format. The value returned will be your account identifier, also your Snowflake server's name. This simple yet crucial string of text is what you'll use when connecting other applications to Snowflake. As a quick tip, you may want to copy this identifier directly and store it in a secure location. Since you'll likely be using it in various configurations, having it easily accessible can save you time and prevent potential errors from manual entries in the future. And there you have it. With just a few simple steps, you now know how to find your Snowflake server name. I hope this guide has been helpful and makes your Snowflake journey that much smoother. Remember to like and subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next